Oops, sorry, I gotta turn off some music. Hang on one sec. There we go. Thank you, everyone, for waiting. If a tarot reader doesn't eat, it can be not good. Hi, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. Hello, Jane. Thank you for coming. Heather, thank you for coming in as well. I'm seeing that we are sharing our food, what we're eating, or what we will be making for the evening, maybe. Anyhow, thank you for coming in. My name's Amy, the Mystic Rose Tarot. I'm here to do readings for you. I'm going to take a look at the chat in a minute, but I want to just give introductions. So if you are new to watching my readings, a quick heads up. I don't do third-party readings. I do not do predictive readings. If that's something that you're looking for, I am probably not the reader for you, but I can guide you into learning how to understand how to shape a reading so that it's focused on you. I had a video call and then I had to do my lunch afterwards, but the people that I was speaking with, I was talking about the psychology when people ask about, someone else or reading about someone else. And it's like, you know what? There's something more going on. It's not so much about the other person. It's about you because you're here asking about a third party. So that we kind of have to address that and see what's going on and turn the question more on you. And then from there, you can maybe self-discover the way to go with that third-party question. You can probably take care of it yourself. Anyhow, there's quite a conversation going on here. So let me let me check in. So I'm going to probably repeat that once or twice if people come in late and they're asking about third-party questions or predictive questions. I do not do those. Okay. All right. Yes, weather. It has been raining off and on. It is gray. I think this is right on time for the season here in Oregon. So the sun's peeking out. It's been in and out for the last hour or so. So the lighting may be going in and out that you see here because I'm using the window light here. Okay, so let's see how everyone's doing. Okay, come in with your questions. If you'd like to leave a donation, that would be great. It's my email address, which is in the description for each of my lives. So feel free to leave a donation if I do a reading for you. No pressure if you can't, but it is appreciated. So go to the description if you want to leave a donation, and it's through PayPal. Okay, and again, no pressure. And subscribe. Keep the thumbs up. Let people know about this channel if you feel that someone could benefit from the channel. Also, my website, I do readings there. It's the season. We're heading towards the end of the year. So I will be offering a discount on my readings. So I need to update that soon. But if you are interested in having a reading done, especially Witch's Wheel of the Year and end of the year readings, like the astrological year readings, send me an email. Let me know, and let's see what next year could be looking for you. Okay, looking like for you. Okay, people are coming in. Hi everyone. How was Thanksgiving? And I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope it was quiet and spent either with your time with yourself, doing some self-care, or with family and friends. So I hope it was good. So, okay. Everyone's like, ee. Okay, let's see what's going on here. You guys are great. I just want to say thank you for just coming in and just engaging with one another and ignoring me. Kidding. Let's see what's going on here. I'm having apple cinnamon oatmeal with butter toast and tea with milk and honey. Wow. That sounds great, Heather. That sounds really good. Um, let's see here. Yes, I finished washing my hands. Let's see. Jane, remember I said I had that Amy Mann on my head? It was driving sideways. And look your phone. I noticed that. I noticed that after I post it. It's just, I don't know. I wish some of these programs can just allow us to just post a photo and it formats it automatically. They're just as these computer programs, and they're just as lazy as us, you know. Oh my God. Um, yeah, when it's gray, I'm embracing this. You know, when you live in sunny weather for quite some time, I think people can still get SAD when it's sunny. You know, yeah, you're getting your vitamin D and whatnot, but sometimes it's too much. I feel so. Some people do get affected by not, by being in the sun all the time. Let's see here. Okay, I see conversation. Lizzie, hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm going. Let me keep it going. Um, predictive and prescriptive. Okay, I like that. Scott, hi, how are you, my dear? How are you? Nancy, okay, let me see here. Okay, getting a drink. Okay, I'm catching up with everyone. Okay, so if everyone's settled down, I think I'm reaching out to people now on the East Coast. Uh, so, Kayla B, hey, how are you? Welcome aboard. Say hello to everyone here in the chat if you like. Um, and thank you for coming in. So, um, when I do my weekly readings, I try to change up these decks that I work with. But the last 2 weeks, if people have been watching, I'm still going with it. I'm working with Kim's Wild Unknown deck, and it's still the small version. So I'm going to stick with that deck. I really want to work with it. I have some other decks which you've already seen me do some reviews of, and I will be getting to those decks for readings. Um, I'm not going to say soon, but I will get to those decks. Got to spend time and connect with the deck. But a few announcements as people are coming in. Wonderful, everyone's here. This is great. Thank you. Um, is If you haven't seen, um, I have some guests coming up. One that's already been announced. Two that will be coming up fairly soon in the coming weeks. One of them will be a co-guest reader, and she is in the chat right now. And I will say the name, and I will put up the post to confirm the date and time and everything, but I will name drop this person. And my guest co-reader, just as I was about to announce, my guest co-reader in about 2 weeks is going to be Jane the Seeker. And just as I was shuffling this deck, and I was about to mention Jane the Seeker, I get the Daughter of Swords coming out. Okay, so Jane, this could be our card of communication for us, Daughter of Swords. Okay, so I have mentioned the word to you when we were chatting, spiritual intellect. So I think this is probably where we may be going with the readings. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and I will put a post about that closer to the time. So Jane the Seeker will be my co-host or co-reader in about 2 weeks. Also, and this has already been announced, I have the creator, one of the, I should say, co-creators of the Magical Botanical Oracle, Maxine Miller. I'm really excited. She's going to be my guest next Monday, December 5th at 12:30. So I'm going to be talking. I've already mentioned it a little bit on social media. So if you can hit the notification bell and just let people know that I will have Maxine Miller as a guest next Monday, 12:30. PST time, 3:30 Eastern Standard. That would be great. She is an illustrative artist, painter. If you type in Maxine Miller artist, because I think there's an actress, someone else out there with the name Maxine Miller. It's not her. Type in Maxine Miller artist, and you will see her artwork. Okay. It's artwork that I've known of. I've known her artwork. Let me just change the wording around. For decades, she used to do a lot of work and for bands and for a card company back in the 80s and 90s. So if we'll talk more about that, but you may recognize, if you type in her name, Maxine Miller artist, you may recognize some of her art, which is now being put into her second tarot deck with Christopher Penzak. I mean, that is such a wonderful combination, her style of art and working with Christopher, a dedicated and practicing individual with witchcraft, and he has his own temple, working exclusively with botanicals and flowers for magical work, for banishing and attracting energy. Wonderful, wonderful deck. Not hyping it up because I'm being told to hype it up. I'm hyping it up because I love the deck. And it's something new. I don't have a deck like that. So it's taking me time to work with that deck because of the botanicals and getting familiar with their energies and whatnot. But if you look at my videos, I have the review of it already up, and you could take a look at the cards individually. And see for yourself. But it's mainly black and white with a little splash of color, a little similar like this, just color palette wise, but art wise, it's completely different. Okay, so those are some of the things I have coming up. I'm making up for lost time. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, take a look at the video. Take a look at the video and leave comments about that deck. Already a few people are interested and curious about it. So it's good. It's a good deck. Hey Jackie, I've seen sorry, I've seen Maxine Miller, guys. I wonder if she's that artist. Yes, because she does statuary artwork as well. Her design tends to be in the Celtic realm. So lots of spirals, pen and ink, everything is hand done. She spends a lot of time doing these works. Elaine Tat, hi, how are you? Her first tarot deck was an oracle deck, which I thought she said was out of print. I may have misunderstood during our conversation. If you go to Maxine Miller Studios, I'm going to type it in right now so people can start looking at her work. And she's based here in Oregon, which is a very pleasant surprise. So I'm going to type in here and Maxine Miller Studios. I think it's studio. Let me double check the studio with an S. It'll come up because I was looking. Yeah, Maxine Miller Studios.com. Okay, and you'll see her work. Heather. She has different gods and goddesses. in her on her website, some that are statuary, some that are prints. She has a lot of prints there, so they would make wonderful presents. Thank you, Cal Lizzie. Thank you for making that a hyperlink. Rhonda Monks, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. So yeah, that's what I have coming up. Yeah, uh, her stuff was well known in the 80s and 90s. She was known for creating a Perot, like the clown, mask, and it had ribbons on it, had like a ribbon here. And it was a very graphic design image that was seen with Paper Moon Graphics. That was the card company that she was doing work for. And it just put her on the map for that. And it had a little tear on it. It's a beautiful mask. And those who are Gen Xers or early Gen Zers, you may recognize the work as it came out in the 80s and 90s. And she also has done work for bands, and that's how I got turned on to her work originally, because of her style that was unique. So anyhow, join us on Monday, and she'll be doing all the talking and sharing her history of her career with us, and how she came to her practice. All righty. I think most of us are pretty much, well, Gen Xers. Let's see here. Yeah, Morgan. Yeah, she has some wonderful work. Oh, you have one of those masks. I don't know. Were they made into? I think her mask, the artwork itself, was just that. I don't think she created any masks like that. But ask her when she comes in on Monday. Okay, so I have Rhonda, Elaine Tat. I have, yeah, she's also, her work has been described as a little bit Art Nouveau, just a little bit. It's like Gothic, if Art Nouveau went on the darker side. That's a tag that's sort of been placed on some of her work. All righty. Okay, yeah, keep looking at her website, and make her a happy camper if you can, by purchasing the deck if you like, or any of her pieces, or again, just come and join us on Monday, and you can ask her directly. Okay, so 18 minutes in. I'm going to be here for probably about an hour and a half to do readings, probably longer. Let's see how busy it's going to be. Okay, it's the Day of the Daughters. So I got Daughter of Cups here, just as I was about to put the deck down. Daughter of Cups. So we had Daughter of Swords and Daughter of Cups. So this is going to be good here to start off my readings for everyone. Okay, so who's up for readings? I'm in the mode to read, not so much chat. So let's get some questions up and out there. Okay. Daughter of Cups. Nothing to be scared of. Okay, so readings. Okay, Heather, you got it. Let me know. Okay, so I think no, nothing predictive or third party. So let me know. I'm good. If anyone feels like they're resonating with the card, Daughter of Cups. So I welcome this energy as a means of sensitivity and and stepping into the space for being connected with everyone, being connected in the moment, and just feeling how energy is moving, not taking action just yet, but just settling in with the energy at the moment. So thank you, Daughter of Cups. Okay, and you go. Okay, you got a general reading. All right, so let's see here, Heather. Okay, that's what we got here for you. General. I feel like I'm getting less and less talkative as I do these readings during this time of the year. Okay, let's see here. I think you mentioned that last time, right? That you love swans. Swans are of grace, beauty, and we're looking at that kind of energy, but more moving from inside. Elaine Tat? Okay, I will do your reading right after Heather, who is Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. Can I read on the energy of your house? Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I will give it a try, Jane. Thank you. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, well, there we go. Daughter of Swords. So I'm going to pull another one because it was the card that I pulled out earlier to connect me and Jane as I was about to mention her name. So here we go, Daughter of Swords. So here with our Daughter of Swords, we're seeing this new level of awareness. Okay, if anything is going on at the moment with you that is requiring your attention, but more in the mental realm and the scheme of things, be there. Okay, and I think I pointed this out once before. The swords and the court cards of this deck, here it's more like a dagger, and then I believe either the sun or the king of swords starts growing. So this dagger and eventually ends up being a sword. So we're starting to see how to use and get familiar with the way that we are perceiving things. I think there's a new direction that's about to take place, and you need to be mindful of it. Okay, it is a dagger. It's something that you can utilize in a way to guide you into more experiences. But this one, I'm looking at the size of it, just start getting familiar, start feeling comfortable with whatever shifts that you are experiencing, but also perceiving. This is what we're focusing on. Okay, don't go off the bat and start, feeling overzealous with your thoughts and the way that you communicate. That what I'm feeling here is think before you say anything. Think before you do any form of action. Okay. So let me pull one more because this card did come up earlier, and I'm going to pull from the bottom. Okay. Five of Cups. And very interesting because rain just started. Oh, is it hailing? Oh, no, I guess it's water. It's just the way the light's hitting it. It looks like it's hailing a bit. So just as I pull this card, the rain started coming down, and this is what we have here. The horse is one of majestic and strength, energy. But here we have this moment where this energy is being dampened. Our emotions are taking the charge of what's happening. So, Heather, we have to, this is a good polarity with these cards. It's like the mind and the heart, our intuitive self. How are we working and communicating with these? Because I feel here our emotions are overtaking a situation or something that you're trying to understand. And this is where we need to really create this balance here. Okay. And it's interesting because when I look at these two cards, even though we have this horse, a very gracious animal, we see it weakened. This card feels so strong. It's confident. It feels ready to go ahead and take on a situation. Like intellectually and rationally, you're clear. You feel like you're ready to start making these steps. But we need to really take cautious with how we're feeling and how this is also manifesting into our psyche. Okay, because these can definitely, emotions, feelings can definitely influence the mind. Okay, remember, we are in control of our bodies. If we want to feel sick, we can make ourselves sick. If we want us to feel better, depending on the illness, we have the means of taking charge and lessening the pain and the discomfort. Okay, again, depending on the level of illness and what's going on. There's some things that we can only do so much. But if you have a strong will and are committed to yourself, I am a strong believer in the adage of mind over matter. Okay. So I feel, Heather, that's probably where we can go with this, mind over matter. Matter being the emotions. If the emotions are sort of just flowing too much, we need to put that into a perspective that we know that it is temporary, and we need to acknowledge those shifts that we're feeling so that we can move on and then make, these clear choices that the Daughter of Swords is ready to make so that we can go into a set direction. Let's see. I'm overloaded with dreams lately, overwhelmed with organizing years of artwork and painful memories. New apartment is causing stress, so you are connecting perfectly. Why is the new apartment causing stress? You feeling that Five of Cups? Is it just energy, or is it just the move of going into a new space? Are you sensitive to the energy, Heather? I'm curious. Because you can overrule that. You can overrule those emotions. So many things. Okay, Heather, I respect. Okay, so let's ease up with these feelings, and as always, breathe. Okay, slow things down, because the more we let that energy move through us, the more stressful, the more angst, more chaotic things become. Our feelings become chaotic, and so does our mind. So we need to be in a clear space. Whenever you're moving into a new environment, whether it's a new office, new home, or a new business that you're exploring, you automatically feel the energy, how it is. And those four elements come into play: fire, air, water, earth, when you enter any of these environments. But here we got swords, air, and cups, water. Okay, I know that equals steam, but we want to balance those out. So let's put some more mindfulness into those emotions. Oh, wow. Problem neighbors. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I agree, Cal Lizzie. When it's something that you haven't connected with in a long time and you do, of course that's gonna jar stuff. And the way it manifests into dreams is, that piece of art or the person that may have been in that piece of art comes into your dreams and gives you a message. It becomes an extension of that artwork because of where you started. You know what I mean? With that piece. Whenever you create something, it's part of who you are. That's the Empress. You create something, and it's something that is very releasing, but also healing at the same time. Um, do you want to move to Oregon to get out of New York? Okay, I follow what you're saying. Okay. Uh, let the energy guide you, because if you're meant to be here, things will guide you. Okay. Signs and omens. Signs and omens, just look out for them, but just start manifesting it. Don't force manifestation. Anyone who does magic work, do not force it. Don't do a manifestation spell and go, I want this job so badly. I got to have it, please, 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 because I know it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put any anxiousness into manifestation, because that weakens the energy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, see what you can do about your living situation, because that's currently your place of living. Home is where the heart is. And you don't want your home where the heart is filled with maintenance issues and bugs and stuff like that. You got to maintain it, take care of it. And if it's a constant issue, then that's where we start seeing the change. Okay. So you may already be, Heather, in the direction of signs and omens. Okay. It's just how you approach it and how it's going to be managed. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, do that work. Do that work, make that change. Okay. But look for the signs. Look for the signs and omens that are opening up for that change. Okay, Elaine, I saw your question up here. Elaine, I don't do predictive or third parties. Max, a freelance graphic designer. Mel, hi, how are you? Yawn, stretch. So Elaine, I don't do anything predictive or third party. Beth, hi. Long time no hear from. How are you? Thank you for coming in. So Elaine, if you want to rephrase your question. Okay, here we go. Spirit guide message for me. What does it try and tell me through my night dream? To my night dream today? Spiritual guide message for me. Okay. Okay. I can guide you with that question. What I think you're trying to say, what your spiritual guide may be telling you through a dream. Let's see here. Okay. So let me know if you're still here, Elaine, before I do the reading. Okay? Let me know because I don't want to do reading and then the person's not here. Ah, wedding and Thanksgiving. Busy week, huh? Welcome back home, Beth. I don't. Horse chestnuts for spiders. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Lizzie, is that the quote of the day? Horse chestnuts for spiders. I couldn't figure out what you were talking about. Okay. We're going to be happy homemaking here to get rid of bugs from the kind of different kinds of salts and foods that we were discussing about it on my Thanksgiving Live to how to take care of bugs and insects. Let's see here. So, okay, so Elaine. Okay, so Elaine, can you verify with me if that's correct? You want a spiritual guided message on the dream that you have. Okay. Yes. Type slow. Everyone, type slow. I look at some of the chats. It's like someone's creating their own language. You know, what's HOTE, hate, or hot tea, you know. It's like, what are you talking about? Okay. All right, Elaine. So let's see. Spiritual guide for this dream. Okay. And 2 cards, top and bottom. Lizzie jumped on it. How about Pig Latin? Can someone start doing Pig Latin? Don't do Pig Latin. Wow. Okay, so Elaine, I got 2 cards here from you, and they are the major arcana. Okay. So both of these cards, when you get a reading and there's the major arcana are these archetypes that are very strong. They're the ones that if you do a reading and you get like some minor arcana and then the major arcana, we have to look for clear messages and guidance with the major arcana. First card I pulled here for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Wheel of Fortune, I'll show you the other card in a moment. So with the Wheel of Fortune, okay, it's ruled by Jupiter, but this energy right now that I'm feeling is dealing with our past actions. I want to focus more on the energy of luck and abundance, but we can get to this part in a situation, but think back, Elaine, on things that you've done or said in the past, because the Wheel of Fortune is more or less things that we've done in the past, our actions, our thoughts, and how they manifest throughout the time to where we are right now. So it's a karmic card of anything that we've done in the past will probably catch up to us. It's also how we use this energy too. Okay. So we see the different colors here. We see that elemental colors. We have the reds, yellows, green, and there's some blue in there. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but there is blue. And so those are elements. These are These are thread, yarn, string that's wrapped around this globe here. I almost want to read this as the full moon because we do have them. Sorry, didn't mean it like that. Let's just change fingers. We have the crescent moon up there. And then I'm reading this more like moon energy, the full moon there. And then here's something very eclipsed. Okay. And so what I'm feeling here is we have to really be aware. Let's be sensitive to actions that we have taken in the past because they do come up in different forms and they do catch up with us in different ways through maybe dreams, through our behavior at the moment. So let's just watch what we've done in the past and where we are now. Okay, you can't watch the past, it's already been done, but just be mindful of what's happened. Because when you start building up patterns and patterns aren't moving or changing, you're going to be in that same cycle. And that's not a wheel of fortune. That's just a wheel of, it's almost like the devil's wheel. The devil is the one that just, keeps you bound to past actions, and it just keeps going on and on and on. We need to break that pattern so that we can move and grow and be successful. Okay, I know this is going on long. The second card I have here is the Magician. Okay, so once you realize you're talking about your dream, and you said it was very intense, learn how you can work with that energy. Intensity is great, but intensity also needs to be understood and worked with. And one of the common key words that comes up with the Magician is mastering. Okay. And here we have these tools, swords, and I love how the leopard's just resting on top of the pentacle right there. And the pentacle's floating. This is someone who has control. And then we have the wand and the cups. And looking away with the confidence, like, I understand these. The Magician flips the card. So the sword is upright, ready. The pentacles is ready. The cups are upright, ready. The wand is down, it's ready to be used. These are all the key forces of energy that you could bring into understanding your dreams and how to learn more about yourself. Whenever you dream about something or someone, of course, it's about ourselves, but we're using outside influences to replace actual us. I don't know how many of you actually see yourself in a dream. Okay, I don't see myself in a dream. I see me taking part inside a dream, but I never see myself like I'm looking at myself in a dream. It's very interesting. And I think if you were to see yourself in the dream state, like physically see yourself, I can interpretate that as a form of self-connecting. You are aware of yourself. You caught yourself. You see yourself. You caught yourself in that situation, right? So that's one thing to look about. And I notice too that when I do dreams, there's a moment where I become aware that I'm dreaming. And all of a sudden when I realize I'm in that dream state, I change a situation around. I took control of a situation that maybe, that could have maybe held me back from something being harmful or something that was fearful. I felt some fear, so I put a situation in to block it. Okay. So watch for those actions in your dreams, how all this stuff comes into place. Okay. I know I didn't answer your question directly, but This is all about taking control of who you are as an individual. Okay. And then here with the Wheel of Fortune, okay, this precedes this. Okay, reading wise, not numerically, but we're looking about connecting with our actions, what has happened in the past, how it has shaped us to where we are right now. Are we still doing the patterns? Are we still doing the devil's wheel? Same thing over and over again. You're not moving forward. Oh, Lizzie, this is the Wild Unknown. It's the pocket size. I came close, though. See, Mel, that's why I'm holding on to that large deck. I came close to almost pulling out the larger version of this deck. But I felt this. So that goes to show that I'm starting to feel a comfortableness with this deck to go to the larger one. You're welcome. You're welcome, Elaine. So just remember, Wheel of Fortune. Think about actions in the past and how they've shaped you to who you are now. And that will guide you into how you do things. Okay, watch your actions. If you felt that you haven't been moving ahead forward, we need to make some changes. And then the Magician, taking control of your destiny, taking control of what you want to have in your life. Okay, and understanding it and being confident in those ways of finding success and what you need to get. Yes, the feeling of love is so intense. Okay. Yeah, but think about it. Okay. Remember what I was saying, that if we bring someone else into our dreams, it's still us who is in that dream realm. It's not that person. Okay. There are some people who say that they dream of each other. Like they wake up and they call the other person. They just happen to have the same dream. Okay. That's psychic energy working. Very rare, but it has happened. Those are for individuals who have a very unique connection. Let's see here. Lizzie, it's the one I've never really connected with, but these, yeah, that's what I was saying, Lizzie. It took many years to get to this deck, so this is like the third week of readings that I've been doing with this deck, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Okay, so I think you're welcome again, Elaine. All right, I hope you're able to pull some information from it, okay, and put it to your best interest. My stepmother and I had the same dream when my deceased father visited both of us in dreams. That's an example right there. Two people, blood relatives, who share a connection with, someone that they share in common. It can happen. Jane, you were next. Can Mel or Lizzie help me with who is next? I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. I got Heather. Let's see here. Okay. Jane, I think you are next. Let me know if you're still here. Okay. And let's just see what energy. You said you're feeling energy. You're saying that you're feeling some energy in your home? Let me know. Okay. Okay, excellent, Jane. Beth, it was awesome. We both asked him for a hug, and he told us he couldn't because he was in a different realm. Okay, energy of the house. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see what cards come up. So I had to get some chocolate. It feels like it's going to be a chocolate day. Love light, hi, how are you? Okay. Let me back up here. Lizzie, you write down if the larger version, if it's check or something like that. I don't know what you mean. Can you follow up with that, Lizzie? What you're asking if the wild unknown was check or something else? Love light, hi. Good to see you as well. I believe you've been on my channel before. The name rings a bell. Okay. So let's look into Jane's question about the energy that is in her house. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Alrighty. So let me see if this is going to work. Something's telling me eat some chocolate, and I'm going to find out the energy in Jane's home. All right, let me drink some water first. This feels intense for me, Jane. It's like doing virtual psychometric work. You know, when you hold something and you can feel the energy in it, but I'm doing it from a distance. Hershey's. Beth. That's really, really funny, actually. All right, Jane. It feels safe for me, but let's see what comes up. Okay, one card. Oh, wow. Okay. So far, I got 2 major arcana cards for you. What gives? Okay. All righty. This Daughter of Swords really wants me to pay attention. Okay, so the first card, Jane, that I got for you. Got the World. Okay, and I have to, this actually looks like it's right here in my eye, isn't it? I almost want to feel, not almost, what I feel is energy before you were in that house. Um, and judging by the cards that I pulled here, it was a very bright house. I feel success and accomplishments, a lot of work, a lot of journeying, like traveling. But the word journeying comes up to me more than traveling. There's been a lot of growths previous in that house, but very bright energy, very bright energy. I get the Magician again. The Magician. You could say this could be you. But again, it's energy that I'm feeling previous to you getting there. What was left there for you to take on or to experience? Very strong energy. Okay. Someone who, dare I say, maybe someone who also had an interest in spiritual work of some sort. I'd be curious to know, because I'm feeling, Jane, whatever energy that was there before you um, has influence. I'm not looking. This is the word I'm looking for. Is very similar but influential onto you. Okay, you've created a space out in such a way that it's comfortable. There's nothing off in the house. And if it is, it's something that you can work through. The other card, again, I mentioned it. I got Daughter of Swords. I'm shuffling these cards, everyone. Okay. It just surprises me when I pull some of the same cards in a reading for someone else, and it shows up in another reading. So again, it's our perception. I think Jane, have you been watching the energy in your home? Have you been watching the energy in your home in the sense, like, has it recently been brought to your attention that you feel like something that you're more sensitive about something? Because getting these two cards, there's something very clear coming to you through the house, because you're picking up something. You're feeling sensitive to something, and these two cards are very strong. They're strongly spiritual and perception. In the world, the energy, accomplishments, achievements. Either you're working towards, or they were once there in the house and you're trying to build up this kind of energy. And the perception here. I think you're picking up on something, Jane. And it's something that I think I used the word spiritual intellect when we had our chat. Kind of work with that, okay, if that makes sense. You're supposed to be in that house, by the way. It feels good. It feels good and strong. And I think it's there for you on times. The energy is there for you times that you may not feel strong. There's something supportive there. And that's what I'm feeling with these three cards. Let's see if I could put these up here all at once. Okay. Ooh, there you go. Okay. because this energy is really bright. It's influential. I don't know how, for if it's healing or whatnot, but it's bright light. It's something that is supportive for you. Let's see here. Your address works out to 11. Okay. Well, it's actually 21. But if you see the card like that, that's fine. That card will be the thread through all the readings today. We'll see, because it has happened. You know, the Magician, Daughter of Swords. Because remember, this is the card that I pulled just when I was about to call your name. The Griffin shows up on my wall. Yeah. Here, it's the owl. You got the Griffin over there. It's the universe helping us all out with understanding these cards and how they relate to different people, energies, and situations. Yeah. Yeah. Love light, of course, you can ask the question. Jane, of course, you are welcome. But I feel really strongly your home is there for support. Okay, so it was the World. It's the first card I pulled. And the Magician. Okay. Very strong, prominent cards, as you know. And then the Daughter of Swords. Okay. You could be the conduit of the spiritual intellect, the spiritual perception of whatever energy you're feeling in your home. Let's see. Yes, love light. Let me know what your question is, okay? It was built in 78. Okay. So it's over 40 years old. 78. So it's 44 years old. Okay. This is going to be feng shui here, huh? I can't do feng shui with tarot cards. I know this isn't feng shui, but I can't. Feng shui is when you physically are in that space and you walk into a room and go, oh, no. This is all imbalanced. Everything's pushed to one side. Things that are darker in one corner. It's creating that balance. I did do feng shui when I was in Los Angeles in my apartment that I was there for like 15 years. And I moved it around quite a bit. And when I discovered feng shui, it's like, wow, put everything in the north. I had, what are those fishes? Betta fishes, the betta fishes. I was told to put them in an area move them from an area that I normally had them from for better prosperity. I can't recall if it actually happened or not, but feng shui. Let's see here. I love my house. I saw it and jumped on it right away. Yeah, see, you know, it has to feel right. If something feels partially right, like there's something that's moving you towards it, but it's not fulfilling you all the way, it's something that you need to look into, because there's probably a message that needs to be learned from it, right? Okay. Chain. Jane, sorry. Okay, I see the correction. That house in a past life. Only she knows that, right, Heather? Let's see here. Jane, could you answer that question if you feel like you can? came back. There is something very special with this deck. And I say each time I get excited about a new deck. So there's something very special. There's a timing for me to work with this deck, you know. Okay, Love Light, you want to know if you are a clairaudience. Okay. And yes, Beth, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to see how the energy is, or to feel how the energy is. You know, the place that I was living in the mountains, I thought was actually going to be home. Oh, okay. It was built in 78. Okay, got it. Now I understand the context. Yeah, the house that I had, you know, it had everything. It had the fireplace. It had the aesthetically and environmentally, it was perfect, I thought. And then, you know, the weather, you know, finding out about the weather. And then the community, you know, and just, you know, the more you spend time and seeing how things are, it's just like your home could be everything, but as soon as you walk out that door, it can shift the entire environment of how you feel, you know. Whenever I walk through the door of that house back home, I still say home, back up in the mountains, I felt so secure. I felt so safe. I felt comforted. It was my large A-frame room. Then as soon as I leave outside and, you know, I deal with everyday life, it, you know, it's nice. It was always nice to go home because it felt good, you know. So, yeah. So for those who are struggling with home or finding that place, it'll come and you'll know it. You'll know when it's right. I was almost there. I was almost to perfect. Okay, so I got Love Light. Okay, so let's see about the clairaudience. And then Beth. Let's see about the energy in your house. Okay. This could be a new thing. Let's see. Feng Shui readings. Okay. My teeny, how are you? Welcome back. Okay. Feel free to take part in the chat. Say hi to everyone. Everyone, I think, pretty much will knows each other, or if not, please introduce yourself if you're new. Everyone here is very cool. They won't bite, bark, or sting you. Good. Busy is good. Productive. You're moving forward. So when someone says being busy, I hope they're moving forward. Okay. So Love Light. Let's see what's going on here, clairaudience. I'm going to have another chocolate. Let's see if this theory works. I'll be a spokesperson for Hershey's chocolate when it comes for meditative readings. Can you imagine that? Hershey's? I don't know. Okay, Spirit, guide us. I need to buy another bag of this soon. Let me do this so you can see how I'm shuffling. So if any card shows up again, don't be looking at the bottom, anyone. Don't be peeking at the bottom. Oh, get out. It's definitely a daughter day. Daughter of Cups and the Fool. Okay, so love light, we're focusing on clairaudient. Okay, so clairaudient is hearing things. There can be words, communication of things, like rapping on the window, anything like that, when no one's there. So here, what I'm getting with the Daughter of Cups, love light, in regards for clairaudient, you are aware that there is a sensitivity to something that you're hearing. Okay. Emotionally and intuitively, I want you just to pay attention to when these sounds are taking place. When you're experiencing something like this for the first time, like if you're having a spiritual awakening or a sight or a hearing of some sort, what you need to start doing is you need to start writing down the time where you're hearing this sound, what it sounds like, because that's how you can keep track and log the frequency, what you were doing at the time, how you're feeling, to really get a better understanding of what could be happening here. Is it a message or is this a warning? Are there a number of raps or taps that you hear, or voices? Are the voices masculine, feminine, all of this? So this Daughter of Cups is just showing a sensitivity. It's an awareness, okay? And it's something that, again, with the Daughter or the Page, this is something new. This is something that you need to explore. You're obviously interested in this, but you need to explore with it. Be open-hearted about it. Think about some different possibilities. Feel about the different directions that these kinds of sounds could be directing you towards. And so you hear your name a lot. Okay. I have to pull another card, but let me go to this one here. So the Fool. So I'm feeling here to continue going with this, the experience that you're having. Don't dismiss it. Okay. If you're starting to hear your name or anything like that, but I am serious, to keep track. Okay. And write down how you're feeling. Okay. You asked, do I reply? I cannot answer that. That's based on how you feel. This is your communication with this. Okay. So it's at that moment, how do you feel? If you feel safe to reply or even write something out, okay? Maybe they can't speak, or whatever you're seeing can't verbalize. Maybe leave a pen and paper. Maybe something may show up if you want to take it that far, okay? But you do have to be careful with that kind of energy, because you don't know what kind of energy you're working with, whether it's clairaudient, clairvoyance, anything like that. Okay, if you're picking up something, just be mindful of that, okay? But the Fool isn't necessarily saying that you're the Fool. What I'm taking more with this reading is, you know, explore it. Okay, be open to it maybe going away and not coming back. Okay, it could be a temporary experience that that may be coming in. But my motto is signs and omens. Just watch for patterns. Watch how everything is coming together. Okay, and I did say I'm going to pull one card. So let's see what this card would be. I'm going to hold it up higher so you can see. Okay, this card's Father of Swords. There is something communicative going on. Very big. Listen to these messages, okay? Okay, so there could be something very important that's coming from this that needs to be relayed to you. And swords does deal with truth, getting directly to what needs to be resolved and taken care of. Let's watch this energy, okay? I don't want to go into it any further, but let's just work with this energy, okay? And see where it takes you, okay? But when experiencing again something new like this, journal. Start writing down things that are happening. If it's a pattern, and then if the pattern changes, okay? I'm not a psychic, but that's what I feel. I can best guide you when it comes to working with these forces or energies that you have. This one's very strong, okay? So Daughter of Cups, the Fool, okay? Proceed forward with this, explore it. And then the Father of Swords, something very strong. Whether it's a message that you physically hear or it's a message that you discover on your own, it's something that is very important for you, okay? Whatever will be the result of this experience is going to be of importance. It's going to change the way you see things, okay? Let's see. You're not ready yet. Okay. You'll know, right? Okay, so I have You're Welcome, Love Light. Pooja Gupta, hi, how are you? I remember you. It's been a while. You're welcome, Love Light. Beth, are you still here? Good to see that you're good, Pooja. Beth, are you still here? And then I will do the Empress. I'm doing good. Coming out of the holidays here in the States, going back to doing the readings. Same old, same old. You bought this house in one day. I didn't look at any other houses. Yes, you're here. Okay. I'm not going to ask any other questions about the house. Let's just see how this works. I've seen Dove, but Dove doesn't have these mints, chocolate mints. I like chocolate mint, right? So these are, the mint is truffle. It's a holiday candy, so I think these will probably not be around come after Christmas. So I'll have to buy another bag of those. Okay. So before I get to your reading, Beth, the Empress, they do have a dark chocolate mint. Okay, I probably haven't seen it on the shelf of where I got these from. I just saw a lot of Hershey's. And I'm not going to show you that card. I'm not going to show you the card that flipped over. Hershey's, what else? the Lindt, Lindt chocolates. I did buy 2 bags. Come on, I like chocolate. This was new, so I bought 1 bag. I had to try it out, and then it's like, yeah. Next time I go, I'll get 2 bags. It wasn't. Okay, it was not the tower. I'll give you a hint. Give you a hint. How can I give you a hint about this card without giving it away? Self-critical. That's the word that I think of when I see this particular card. Self-critical, self-fear, major arcana. Go. Everyone try and think what card flipped over that I didn't show you. Let's see. What is my higher self trying to tell me about my next steps and direction in life? I keep seeing synchronicities, but nothing is happening. Excellent question. Everyone who is watching, who hasn't posed a question, look at the Empress question, her inquiry. Okay. It wasn't third party. It wasn't predictive. It's understanding what's going on, trying to understand what's going on in themselves, either in a specific situation or the general scheme of things. You put yourself into that role when it comes to doing readings. Easy peasy. My teeny, yes, of course. So I'm going to do a reading right now for Beth, who is Aspasia rising. Then I have the Empress, and then I will do you. Let's see. No, not the Devil, not the Hangman. Yeah, I guess self-critical can also be related to the Hangman. I wouldn't think the Devil as self-critical. I'm so used to the Devil, for me, being, because of it being Saturnian, addictive, obsessive. It's none of those cards, but it's moving in that direction. It's past. If it comes up in the reading, I'll let you know. Nope. Nope. Chariot for me is willpower, taking control of different energies, and things are going emotionally all over the place, and just like, hey, let's bring this back in. I said self-critical. Maybe that isn't the best word for this particular card. Nope, not reverse. It wasn't the Chariot. Nope. Nope. Okay, let me get to this reading here. You guys are distracting me. I know your ways. Stop that. Okay, so Aspasia. Okay, let's see the energy of this house. God in one day. Oh, ho. Okay. You're going to go through, there you go, Mel. Mel got it. Judgment. Mel got it. Ding, 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 ding. I'll send you back the deck, okay? Wow. Okay, I think, no, let me just keep going. Okay, all right, this card. Oh, man, all right. Okay, big boys are coming out today. Major Arcana and Court cards. Okay, so Aspasia, regarding the energy, it's a very how can I say this? Just because of what the card is associated with. Um, I feel your house is, you put a lot of work into it, you and the family. Like there's been some upgrades, some changes. You love this house. You love the house more. There's more of an aesthetic feel with your house, but it's a very strong house. Okay, so I'll give the interpretation, then I'll show you the card. Um, there's a protectiveness too with this house because of the work that you put in it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but worth every penny of it. Um, you're very proud of this home, not in a Leo way, like, "Oh, look at all this stuff I have," not like that. You're very proud of this home. So that card I got here is the Father of Pentacles. And so that's the energy that I was pulling from the house overall. It's a very strong house. And I think that's what pulled you to it. There's just a very grounded, strong foundation. I think the house is probably in somewhat good shape when you got it. Like nothing was cracked. There wasn't much damage done to it. It wasn't not that you would move into a dilapidated home, but there wasn't. Um, it was secure to begin with. The other card I got here is the Fool again. Okay. You want to do something with this house, Beth. You want to, or there's something coming with this house that is, there's a perception shift that's going on, and where you want to go with this house, and how you see it. I have to pull another card because I can't get fully. It's like you want to take the house to another level, or the house is inspiring you in some way to do things in a different. Huh. This house is strong. You got another Pentacles. It's the first that this card has shown up in my reading since working with this deck, doing the live. Got Three of Pentacles. And I like this here. I'm going to do something here. This is also interesting because these are the lower three sephiroths of the Tree of Life, and Malkuth here is on the bottom, which is foundation. There's a lot of grounding energy here. If you are putting more work into this house, which I feel that you are, I'm feeling like you want to make it better. How can I make this home better? How can I make it stronger? I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I feel like the house is wonderful. You like it, but you feel that you want to make it better. You want to make it stronger. And the Three of Pentacles is showing that work, that energy towards that. Okay. And I like the placement of this because we have the mountains right up top and we're seeing it being supported by these forces here, these energies of of stabilization, like retrofitting. That's what I'm looking at. And maybe a larger lot, like there's more property maybe in the back. Don't know if you have a view of the mountains either. But here, this is all about strength, foundation and strength. It's very strong, physically strong, this house. Sorry, I'm stuck on this in a good way. Almost like a fortress. You're doing the home in such a way that's almost like a protective fortress. Okay, not like iron bars or anything like that. I'm having some foundation work done now. I told the house that I'd fix it up and stay. I'm in the plains, huge backyard. Restoring rather than remodel. I don't know, that's a good question. Are you, Spazia? Is it more of a restoration or a remodel? Probably restoration, I would say. Now, since you said that you're working on the foundation, I know I felt like the house already had a strong balance of energy there. When the walls talk, or when they creak, you hear the plumbing each time you run water behind the walls. So those are the cards I got here for you. Primarily Father of Pentacles. Okay. The caretaker. The individual who, cares for the property and puts the love and the work that needs to be done into it. And when it's done, you maintain it, you make sure it's secure. Yeah, this Fool card threw me for a loop. I feel like there's something that you want to do bigger. And that's what I'm getting with the Fool. It's something very different you want to do with this home to make it stronger. My house is old and I have kept it that way, built in the 40s. Wow. It's an older house, old cabinets, more restoration. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these cards are good. If I keep saying that this house has a strong foundation or there's a lot of strength in it. So another way I can take this reading is, I don't know if you've had the house assessed, but just take around and just make sure that things are secure. Foundation, you said you're getting a new foundation. Just look around. Anything that could be not secure or anything that's unleveled. I know you're doing the foundation, but just look around the house. I think that's very important. But this is the key energy here. The Father of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, you're so welcome, Beth. Let us know how it's coming along. I think you're going to be the work that you're going to be putting into this house, the restoration. Take your time with it. There's no rush. You may have all this excitement and energy. It's like, oh, I can't wait till I do this and I put this here and take this out and put this in place of it. That's there. That drive is there. And that's probably where I'm feeling the Fool. But since I got 3 of Pentacles and the Father of Pentacles, let's take time with this. Do it right. Do it right this time. Not that you did it wrong the last time, but do things right for this house the first time if you can. It's your little castle. That's great. That's the beauty of these houses that you know, I'm in a craftsman, and when I came into this house, even though it's just short term, I was just like, it is so adorable. The arches, which you could probably see here, right there, the archway, and just the molding, the fireplace, the way it's laid out. It's very unique. Maybe I'll find something like this. There are Victorian houses here in Oregon that are just like amazing. So that's a big project there if I was to fall into a Victorian house. Hopefully one that's already finished and was well taken care of. Let's see, others lived here before me, but I got good vibes when I came here. I think there is protection here for me. Yeah, if you don't feel protection when you go into a home that you really enjoy, of course you create that. You put that energy into the house, Okay, that's right. Thank you, Lizzie. Empress, please let me know that you are here. Okay, let me know if you're still here. Everyone else who's watching and coming in, thank you. Please like, subscribe, tap the notification bar so you know when I'm doing readings again. I try to do them once a week. I was doing them on Sundays. I'm now doing them for the time being Monday. That schedule will probably change, so I'm sorry I can't keep anything consistent. But for now, this is how I'm going to set it up. Okay, okay, yes. Reversed. 10 of Swords came up while I was shuffling. Yeah, and the cards are upright. Oh, well. Angela, hi, how are you? Okay, the Empress, let's do your reading. Thank you for your patience. I didn't like the last house I lived in, or the condo I lived in afterwards. It was beautifully situated in the rolling hills, but I don't live in the hills. You're welcome, Beth. You're so welcome. Okay. Okay, so let's see about the synchronicities. Let's see what's going on. Why, not so much why, but let's see how this energy is moving, where it's guiding you to. Okay, I got 2 cards here. Okay, let me work with these 2 here. Okay. Interesting. The first card that jumped out at me, Major Arcana time, got the Lovers. I'm going to show you both. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping everyone and me company. Thank you so much. I'm focusing on the energy and the color palette. Here we got 2 of Wands. Okay, look at the energy here just overall. Okay, let's focus on the Lovers, and then we'll go with this card here. And you did mention about directions, and we have different forms of direction in both of these cards. So with the Lovers here, the Lovers is all about that meeting of the minds. The Lovers can also be your spiritual connection to yourself. So with the Empress here, I think it's a moment to really stop, and let's just do a recheck with ourselves. Okay, if you have intentions and manifestations that you've been putting out and they're not happening, we kind of have to stop doing those actions because there's something that is not working on your side to make these energies happen. Okay. So with the Lovers, I'm seeing this more of a self-communication check, if you will, and just ask yourself, okay, what am I missing? Okay. I'm putting out all this energy, but it's not coming to me, or it's not coming to me in the manner that I want. Okay. I think another thing that needs to be asked about yourself is this something that you really want? Is this something that you really need? Okay. Is this something that's going to benefit you down the road? There's so many things that we like to have in our lives, but we have to put everything in priority. And we cannot work on multiple priorities all at once, because that energy is just going like this. Okay. It's going all over the place. It's being directed and fanned out. And you don't have the time and energy to work towards 5 different forms of intentions and manifestation. You need to ask yourself, what is the one thing that I need to focus on? Okay. That's where this communication comes out. So I'm feeling this is where the energy is right now. It's being put out there, but it needs some direction. It needs some more specificness as to, like, okay, you put it out there. Where are we guiding this? You know, 2 of Wands. This is perfect. Where are we directing this energy? So this is more or less about not falling back, but stopping the momentum right now and just seeing what is of importance. I'm going to put this in front of my face. Okay. And I like the energy here. Okay. We have all the color palette here. Fire, air, earth, water, some purple there, a little bit. Okay, so this is the environment. These are all the energies that we have, that we are going to contend with when putting this action outward. Okay, so we have action, we have thought, we have feelings, but we also have this foundation of where we need to start moving this energy from. So I feel right now we need to just kind of roll back and reassess these 2 of Wands. Where are we directing this energy? What is it? What is that one thing that we need to focus on? Okay. Okay, you say you keep seeing synchronicities, but it's not happening. Okay, another thing too is letting go. Okay. It's letting go of this energy. Let it do its thing. You have to guide it, but you have to also be very clear with your intention. Okay. You'll see signs. Okay, you say you see synchronicities, but it's not happening. Maybe these synchronicities are happening not in the way that you want it, but they're supposed to happen because they're there for you to experience something that may eventually lead you to what you want. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so you may see similarities. It may not be what you want, but at least it's moving you in that direction. But you have to be honest and clear with yourself. Is this what you really want? Okay. Happiness, abundance, either by work, money, whatever. Focus on that energy, one at a time, not multiple energies. Because we only have 2 Wands. We have 2 tools that can help guide us into where we want to be. So again, look at the energy here. You're not lost, the Empress. You're not lost. You're right where you need to be. And I'm not saying right where you need to be is to be lost, is you need to put everything back into a perspective. Okay. Oops. Okay, so you look at the direction here. Everything's fanning outward here. Here, everything is almost just, they're lined up. There's like a building up, there's a foundation. And we have these 2 Wands here coming from a place of where everything seems to be in alignment, energy-wise, so that it can move clearly, it can think clearly, as to where to go with their intentions, where to go with the manifestations. Okay. And that's what I'm feeling here. The lostness is not lostness. It's right where you need to be, because you need to select. You need to be really decisive with yourself, what you want and what is of great importance. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So it's the 6 for the Lovers, Major Arcana, so really big message. Okay, where's this energy being directed to? It has to be focused on one clear thing. And then, of course, the 2 of Wands. This can be your dowsing rod, you know. You could just let it be the guide. Okay. Let it guide you to where you need to be most. Okay. All right, I'm going to stick around for another 20 minutes, and I'm going to stop at 4 o'clock. Let me see here. You're welcome. Okay, you're welcome again. Angela, hi, how are you? Okay, you're great. Did I miss anyone else for a reading beforehand? Please like and subscribe if you can. And for those I did a reading, if you want to leave a donation, feel free to do so. I'm drawing a blank. It's in the description. It's through PayPal. You can leave whatever you want, or if you can't leave a donation, that's fine as well. I just put it out there. But if you're watching and you're new and you like me, the energy, the way I read, the people in the chat, like and subscribe. I have regulars here, and they come back, and we support each other by just being there and just giving comments to each other. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Mel, that's great. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Well, I'm happy you're here, Angela. Actually, a quick side note. My mom, long time ago, was a contestant on the Wheel of Fortune, and all these cards are flying out. I said Wheel of Fortune, and then I get 8 of Wands. She was a contestant, and she almost won a lot of money. When she got up to the finals, and then she lost. We'll just say that. She's disappointed, but I was so proud of her, seeing my mom on TV and her being a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. Very proud of my mom. Celebrity Jeopardy, because I feel like a genius. Well, I like Saturday Night Live's parody of the Jeopardy with what's that actor, Will, who always played Alex Trebek, the late Alex Trebek. And he would get impatient on Saturday Night Live, the sitcom. He would get impatient with people's answers. So funny. Okay, my teeny. Will Ferrell, thank you so much. See, I don't watch TV. I see the names, and I can put the faces, but I'm not on it on a regular basis that I can remember these names all the time. Will Ferrell. I know Will Ferrell has another, Ferrell has a holiday film coming up. Another comedy, Christmas comedy, I think. Oh, I remember that episode. Beth and Lizzie, I remember that episode so much. Sean Connery and Burt Reynolds, they were both swearing at each other. And I think Burt Reynolds or Sean Connery said something to Burt Reynolds about his mom, and Burt Reynolds did like a really flippant, sassy answer. I got to watch that episode because I remember it was busting up so much. Oh my God. And they're both gone, so they're fighting it wherever they are right now, elsewhere in the other realms. Shivi Rajaj, hi. I am good. Welcome. Anyone else want a reading? I'm here for just another 20 minutes. And so if you want to take advantage of that time right now, let's do a few more readings, and then I'm gonna tap it off right there at 4:00. About Wilf. Wait, really? Really, Beth? I didn't know that. Thank you, Mel. Zebe, hello, how are you? Okay, you can ask, okay, Shiva Ray. Oh, Angela, you are 888. All right. Yeah, I was going to say the SNL parody, yeah. I just saw like a few months ago, and I'm just like, oh my God, because everyone who knows Burt Reynolds, he was on a TV talk show, right? And he got into a squamish with someone, right? Someone poured water. The guest sitting next to him poured water on Burt Reynolds' lap. Dude, if anyone did that to me, wow. And I think there was almost a fight there. Okay, anyhow, sorry about that. Celebrity drama. Ugh. The personalities that fight lovingly. Get out. Don't do that. Lizzie, don't do that. I'll watch it later. I can't do that now. Shame on you. Okay, so Bay, yes, you can ask, but nothing predictive. Nothing predictive, nothing third party. Okay, these questions should be about you and not someone else. Okay. Well, once I close this, I'm going to have to look it up. So, because the chat closes, and once it gets processed, I won't be able to see it immediately. I did see your question. Arranged marriage or marrying my boyfriend is the best and right decision for me. Hey, Scott. Okay. Okay, so Shivi Rajaj, what I'm going to do is, okay, that's it's a predictive question. So what I'm going to do is, because you're asking me to ask you about, oh wait, hang on a second. Shiva. Okay, so I'll do Shivi Rajesh. I'm going to do her question, and then I don't do yes or no, Zabe. I don't do yes or no's. And then I have Angela. So Zabe, if you can think of your question, I'm gonna round it off end it with your question. Okay, so nothing predictive. You're welcome, Shiva Rajaj. So sorry. Okay. These cards are talking to me right now as a card flips over. I got the Ten of Swords again. Saying that the chat is distracting my mind here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So let's just see where this energy is. Okay, I'm going to hustle through. I'm going to just be able to do 2 cards. Okay. Okay. There's 4. There's a little apprehension. There you go. There's a little apprehension that you have here. Shivaraj. Wow, this is interesting. 4 of Cups and 9 of Wands. Okay, take a look at both of these cards. Okay. So here with the 4 of Cups, we have this mouse. We won't call it a rat. Call this beautiful creature a mouse. On top of these 4 cups, the mouse tends to represent shyness, apprehension, not feeling right in a situation. The cups deals with emotions. And I'm feeling that there is a holdback that's coming from this arrangement. You're feeling something, you know that something isn't feeling correct. And the fact that we have this in a crescent state or potentially eclipsed, is something to be a little bit aware of, be a little bit more mindful of this energy and when you're going into this. Okay. The next card I have here. Okay, so these are the 9 of Wands. Now there's not 9 wands, but there's 9 steps. Okay. The 9 of Wands here that I'm feeling is more of look at the placement of the wands. These are the wands are the branches here. They're broken. I feel that this energy can end up being hard for you. And it could potentially be a holdback. You need to listen to what you're feeling right now at this moment. And what I'm sensing coming through your question are these 2 cards in particular. Okay. And we need to really assess what could come from this. There's no guarantees in an arranged marriage. It can be successful, or it can be troublesome. I can't predict that. But these cards here are showing that there's going to be, I feel, coming from you, not going to be, but I'm feeling that there is some holding back. Okay. Listen to your instincts. Okay. Listen to your instincts. Okay. With guidance of this card, and look at the direction of the moon. Here we have the moon that's dark, but here we have the moon that is light. Okay. We're seeing a hard path, but as we move up forward, we start seeing the light. Okay. Almost similar energy here with the 4, but I'm feeling that this moon is, or the sun is eclipsing the moon. So I'm feeling like this energy is being blocked somehow. And we need to be mindful of that. You need to take care of yourself in a situation like that. I need to turn on the light. We need to think about, what's the responsibilities that come in a situation like this, okay? Because you're part of this as well, okay? So you take these cards, Shivaraj, in the best manner that you can based on your feelings, okay? And if you don't know how you feel, I think that's a sign right there, okay? And we need to address those feelings there, okay? So this is the Four of Cups, okay, where I'm feeling apprehension and fear coming from this card, just like holding back, being protective of your feelings and of your emotions, okay? And then the struggles, the challenges. This could be what you may be feeling, okay? It could be a lot of work that needs to be done, okay? And you have to make sure if you're willing to make that commitment, whether things turn out great or things don't, okay? Alrighty. You're so welcome, okay? Feel free to come back. And I hope whatever direction you go to works out for you, okay, in your best interest. Very important, okay? Okay. Let me see, who else? Scott, hi, thanks for coming back. I believe we were going to be doing, Kayla, I'm about to wrap up questions. Let me see, Angela? Okay, you said you'd like a love message. Let me know that you are here, okay? And Zabe, let me know if you're here, if you had a question, but I don't do any yes or no's. Okay, so let me know if you're here, and then I am going to wrap it up. Oh, my teeny, I'm sorry. No. What do I have to learn, and how will I and my daughter grow with her illness again? Okay, alrighty. Okay, so Angela. Okay, Kayla. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's do a rain check. Please come back the next time I do my live, and just remind me. Okay. Of course, I'll do a reading, but come early. Come early because I have to fill out my energy, and I need to actually. I'm going to run out and do some errands since it stopped raining. So I am happy to do a reading for you next time around, or go to my website if you want to book a reading with me. You're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to be offering discounts on some readings as we head towards the end of the year. So stay tuned for that, okay? Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Happy Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay, I made a commitment to Zabe, so I'm going to do Zabe. Zabe, you'll be last. And I'll do Angela, my teeny, and Zabe. Okay, so everyone else, I am done with readings for the day. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. And Scott, if you had a question, I don't know, remind me, and I'll get you next time, okay? And I hope you're doing good, right? Okay. So Angela, okay. So you said just a general love message. Is that correct? Okay. Okay, remember, like, subscribe, let people know about this channel. Angela made the lucky number of subscribers for me, 888, which happens to be the last three numbers in YouTube's now username. So I am now Mystic Rose Tarot 888. So, Angela, maybe this will be your lucky reading. We will see. Okay. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Scott. Great to see you virtually. Okay. All right, Angela. So let's just pull, like I'm going to go a little bit over. So wow, Major Arcana and Court cards are the guidance of the day. Okay. Let me type something in here. Putting this all in caps. I'm not yelling, okay? Participating in watching. Okay. Hang on, I'm just putting out a message here. There we go. Okay, so Angela, two cards that I got here for you. Okay, and everyone, thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, feel free to leave a donation if you like, okay? First card I got here for you is the Empress. Okay. So what we have here is feminine energy. We're seeing a very simple background. Okay, our tree is silhouette in white, and we have healing colors here. We have pink, purple, and we have our crescent moon. Crescent moon is very prevalent in this deck. And this is, the Empress is the one of nurturing. We are looking at a tree, even though it's silhouette, we still see its strength. We see its beauty. We see that it's been well maintained. It's taken care of itself. We're seeing I can almost say the aura of this energy. So with this, Angela, I want to say that the Empress is a card of someone who does take care of themselves. And the way that you portray, take your energy out towards other people, people see this. I almost want to say, because the Empress is associated with Venus, but I feel a very strong sense of the self and of connecting to things that are of nature. You don't like to do things very outlandish or anything like that. Hang on one second, Angela. JL, I do exercise. I do exercise. I'll leave it at that. I do exercise. Thank you. The other card I got here is the Father of Wands. Okay. Father of Wands. We have snake energy. This is very strong. Typically, this card is associated with the sign of Leo. But we have a snake here. We see someone who is very strong, someone who has these two cards, I feel, are very good together. This could be the energy that you are having of yourself, what you feel of yourself, of confidence and of strength and of beauty. But I got it, Scott. Thank you so much. Hold on one second, please. And Okay. Sorry. But this is someone who is very intense, someone whose energy is very strong, very confident, and this almost goes hand in hand with the Empress energy. Okay. We're feeling the sense of feminine energy, strong sense of the feminine self. And that's what I was saying about taking care of yourself and the beauty and the self-care. Once that is seen, once that is experienced by other people, they see that. So if this is energy that you are doing, continue doing it. If this is energy that you don't have, start doing it. Okay? Start putting energy that if you are looking or feeling the draw of someone, start moving towards that. Start doing things that are subtle so that it will attract the right person and that energy will connect. Same here with the Father of Swords. Like attracts like. So probably the strength of the Empress will attract this kind of energy. Not a cobra-like snake, but just that kind of intensity. Someone who is maybe entranced by the energy that you have. You have something that you're giving, and it's being picked up by this person. So just be mindful of that, but focus more on this card. Okay, this kind of energy. Make it natural. Be who you are. Okay, be your strong self. Okay. And I don't know what sign you are because I'm running out of time. But if you are a strong person, with this one card that I have here of the Empress Venus, which is ruled either by Taurus or Libra, that kind of energy will probably be moved out and will attract this kind of strong energy, but energy that balances out, something that doesn't overtake, And that's good. Be open-minded, be open-hearted to anything that comes, because it may end up being a friendship, and it grows into something else, or maybe someone that you thought you had a love interest in, and you just end up being friends. It's like, hey, this maybe is better that we are friends, and you can express if there is an interest or not. So that's how I see that reading for you. Okay. But thank you, Angela. Thank you. Okay. And thank you for being here as well. Okay. So remember, it's the Empress and the King of Wands. Let's see here. Who else was next? I think there was someone else. Let's see. I'm losing my thought. Zabe. Oh, my teeny. Okay, so my teeny and then Zabe. Okay, so my teeny. Let me see here. Okay, I just found your question. What do I have to learn, and how will I and my daughter grow with her illness again? Okay. I'm sorry, my teeny. I got to put on more light here, okay, because it looks like I'm being disintegrated here into pixels. Ooh, boy, that's bright. Okay, the comfort of the darkness. Alrighty, so let's see here. Okay, my teeny, thank you for coming back. It's been a while. Correct, Angela. Correct. So let's see. So I'm going to just do 2 cards because of time. Okay. So a card from the top and bottom. Top is our conscious. Wow, came back again. Fire and water. 9 and 10. Wands and cups. Fire, water, 9, 10. Wands and cups. Okay. Okay, so this is the first card I got. So I have here our 9 of Wands. So we're seeing challenges with the 9 of Wands. We're seeing the work that's being done. We're pushing limits. And the question, I gotta scroll down here. So I can have, where is the question here? Here we go. When you get a card that shows struggles or challenges or putting more effort than necessary, and eventually seeing those results, we need to take this energy with a grain of salt. We need to know how to move this energy in a more kindly manner. Okay, and that's where I got the 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups is of happiness, joy, fulfillment. This is a beautiful rendition of the 10 of Cups. We have all these elements merging and blending into all these different cups to form this beautiful harmonic glow of, of enjoyment and happiness. But look at here, we have the contrast. Okay. This is where I'm feeling this energy is currently at. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of hardship, but we need to now, we are aware of that, but we need to now soften this energy. Okay. And stop working and just feel. I almost feel like there's a bit of an exhaustion that could be going on at this time because of the energy that's being placed on you and with your daughter's illness. That's a lot to take in. Okay. So I'm feeling this is where the energy is at the moment. Okay. It's to a good cause, to show the support of each other, but it's been draining. It's been a lot of work. You may feel broken, but you are doing the steps, and that's what I like about this card. We see the 9 steps, but we see the thin branches, some that are broken. It's like the remnants of the journey to get to this point. But then this is what I see here. Okay. It's like the steps to happiness. Let's move this up here. Okay. See, this is ideally what we're looking at. Okay. This is the ultimate joy, healing, hopefully, less anguish, more relief, more pleasure with these 2 cards. Yeah, it's working through those forces, and but also taking that time out. You don't have to keep moving all the time. If you have a lot of fire energy naturally, it's kind of hard to stop, and you have to, because you have to stop and let things settle. Okay, and that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing this movement, but we're seeing the remnants, what's being left behind to get to that point of here. Okay. So what I'm feeling here with these 2 cards is like, yes, let's take a breather. Okay. Let's just take a time out and just see how we're feeling. How is your daughter feeling? Okay. Connect and heal in that part, even though she's in illness. There's a lot of work that an individual goes through when they're healing and they are ill, and that's exhausting as well. Okay, so let's see what needs to be done to get to this point. Okay, let's focus on this energy, calm energy. Okay, lighter energy. Yeah, it is wonderful. It is, Lizzie. It is that amalgamation of all these different forces coming in, showing that this kind of achievement, this kind of joy and happiness can be attained. But you have to come to a meeting point. You have to understand the situation for what it is. Okay, my teeny. So just kind of take it easy. Okay, a little bit. Just stop the energy for a little bit. Take a breather. We're midway into the holiday season. We have one more holiday left to go, or two, if you want to consider New Year's. So it's a busy, stressful time for some people. And a lot of people can feel overwhelmed with responsibilities to family and events that they kind of forget about taking care of themselves. So just kind of keep that in mind during this time. Okay. Okay, so that was 10 of Cups and 9 of Wands. So I like that succession too, 9, 10. So we're seeing the energy at its apex, but also that energy is going to a point of where there will be healing and hopefully less pain, more relief, more joy. Okay. I believe it was Zabay, right? Afterwards. Okay. Yeah, just take that time. Okay. All right. Thank you, my teeny. Thank you for coming in. Come back. Okay. Let us know how we're doing. We being you and your daughter, if you feel. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. All righty. Zabay, you are the last reading. You are the last reading. What I do not know if you posted your question. Let's start it raining again. Okay. You want a general. Okay. Zabay, do you want me to focus on something in particular regarding general? Do you want me to focus on work, yourself, love, travels? Let me know just a little bit, just specific if there is a topic, okay? Or if it's just a general, just keep in mind if you do a request like that, it's going to be open-ended. Okay, so of course, relationships. Love, okay. Okay, so because of the time, just 2 cards, all right? But I can pull, as you've been watching, a lot of information from it, okay? Feeling that energy towards the end of the day. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Top, bottom. Ooh. Told you, Major Arcana and court cards. That's all what it's been today. And those are, to have readings like that is something very strong, because court cards are the persona, the characteristics of the traits of the daughter, mother, son, father, page, knight, king, queen. And the major arcana is that energy guide that we need to really pay attention to and understand, and the influence that the court cards can have on us individually, on our character, on our persona. Okay, so first card I got here, I'm going to give you my reading first, my interpretation first, and then show the card afterward. Okay, so there's a lot of letting go. If it's not happening now, it needs to happen because there is a strong sense of removal. There's a part of yourself, if it's coming to a relationship of any sort, for you to grow and move forward, you need to let go. You need to move away from something or someone to open up and create space for something that will be of betterment for you. Okay. And that's the death card. Okay. If you were here earlier, I showed the Fool. The Fool was a bird. And so we could take this Fool halfway into the journey of the major arcana. This is the Fool. This is one of the transformations that the Fool goes through in this experience, right? So it's the shedding of the skin. Everything is going down to the bones, to the capillaries, I could maybe say that is, I don't know, or just probably the branches of the tree. This is the remains. Okay, this death card is just that. It's assigned to the planet Pluto and Mars. It's of letting go. Scorpio is the sign that is associated with the death card. Scorpio is associated with Mars and Pluto. It's that energy force that just explodes and just sheds everything just to really get to the root of what's going on. So you need to ask yourself, Sabe, what is it you want? Okay, what is it that you want in love? Love for yourself. Okay, and that's how I think relationships start. If you're looking for one, how do you love yourself? Okay, be sure that you care for yourself and you're outgoing and you have a good attitude towards life, you're going to attract that. But you can also attract some people that may not be to your liking, and those are people that want to take that energy away from you. They like it. They're lacking it. And so they want that, but you have to be careful and mindful of distancing and putting boundaries with that. Okay? So be careful how much of yourself, once you've let go of all of this energy, how much you're putting out there, how much you want to give back. Okay? Second card that I have here, Father of Wands came back, previous reading. Okay? Again, I'm shuffling these cards and I pull randomly. So what we see here is a very strong individual, almost very similar to the reading I did with Angela. Okay, remember the letting go? And this sort of counters because it looks like the snake is what does this here. Okay, this is fiery energy. Okay, and fiery energy, I like this thunderbolt that we have here. We see this energy in a sense of taking charge, being strong, having control, and utilizing that energy to show confidence. Okay, so what I want to say with these two cards in particular is I think when you let go of the old energy weaknesses, you put yourself in a position of power because we are rebuilding this energy. We're starting with nothing and we're slowly building up to this energy. Not intimidating, okay, but one of confidence and one who has a good sense of who they are. And you know how to work with this energy. Okay, you said you're very strong but kind too. It sounds like you're understanding. Okay, and that's something that, if there's a lot of this kind of energy showing up in a reading, then we're going to see that we need to kind of come back from that kind of force, right? We need to ease up on being too strong, too too forceful, too direct. We've got to show some compassion and understanding. Okay? So I feel you're in the right direction if you can begin here. Okay? If you're in a relationship or it's coming to an end, or if you're looking for a new relationship and you want to bring in this kind of energy, we literally need to start preparing and look at ourselves and just releasing things that, I don't want to be this person anymore. I'm different now. Let's start building up on those differences and making them stronger so that they are of attraction to someone that you're looking for. And again, we start building up this strength with the wands. Okay. But be mindful. Okay. Don't be too aggressive with this energy. Okay. It's nice to have confidence and strength, but we need to know how to manage it and not to have it overwhelm. Okay. So that was the Death card, which is 13, and the Father of Wands, okay, which came up in the previous reading. Okay. So you take what you want of this reading, Zabe. You're so welcome. And you make the choices that you feel that are best fit with the guidance of these two cards, and see how things happen. Things won't happen quickly. Maybe they might, depending on how much work that you may that you put into it. Okay, this is the last card of the evening for everyone. I got the Moon card. Okay, so let's kind of feel things out for this evening. How are we feeling? Ask ourselves, how are we feeling today? Look out if you can. If it's not rainy or cloudy, take a look at the moon. Okay, and see how it's resonating with you. How do you feel when you see the moon? We're waxing right now. It's in crescent, but a very small percentage of the crescent will be seen. But take a look at that energy. Bring that energy in, okay, if you feel that you need it. All righty, I am done. I went over, but it's okay. I'm going to get running. So thank you so much, everyone. My moderators, Cal, Lizzie, Willie Hermit, Nancy, everyone else who came in. Angela, thank you so much for reading. Scott Scorpio, thank you. Oh, you have Scott Scorpio sun, not moon, tarot. I just saw that right now. Anyhow, Scott, thank you for being here. I like the change in the name. And I will be back. Remember, I have some guests coming up. Tap the notification bell. Subscribe, let people know of this channel. I'll be back to do readings again. I don't know what date yet. It could be this Sunday or Monday. I have to sort it out. But once you hit the notification bell, you'll find out when I will be doing live readings again. Okay, so guest next Monday, December 5th, 12:30, with Maxine Miller, co-creator of the Magical Botanical Oracle. That's going to be a great discussion. And I will be having other guests coming up very soon. So hang tight. Thank you for the support, everyone. Anyone who left donations, thank you. If not, that's fine as well. I appreciate your presence here. And let people know about this channel. And any questions, of course, leave them in the comments. And I wish you all well this week. And I will see you again very soon. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. I will. Jackie Jacaranda, thank you. See you later.